And so a lot of what's going to happen today is going to depend on consumer confidence here. If it's neutral, markets will move back and forth, do some liquid sweeps. But if it's higher than expected, US and stocks are going to move to the upside, and all assets are going to run and rally. So my bet is, to be honest, this looks like it's turning around. So FTX looks like more of a buy today than a sell. But again, this could be a swipe of liquidity on the 4 hour, could swipe us, come back down. Very simple, very easily. So based on news, if news at 10 a.m. obviously is better than expected, this thing's going to run and rally. It will do a liquid sweep, come to the downside, and then run and rally. Okay? Let me do this real quick. Let me put this in the Discord. This thing's breaking structure on all aspects. You see that? That means it's ready to run and rally. This right here. See the Dow Jones do the same thing? That's good. Consumer confidence better than expected as well. 1 hour mitigation swipes the liquidity. Will probably come to swipe the low here of already New York, come back here. I think this is very bullish. All right, it's a buy for sure, but way too high. I'd want it to come down lower here. Even here, you see that area here? That area right there. Interestingly enough, NOS looks more bearish than bullish. Yeah. Interestingly enough. We'll see what happens with NOS. I've called sells with NOS in the past. I don't like the way that NOS looks, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, this thing's coming right to my thing. I might call a buy for oil. Let's see what happened. Hmm. Interesting. I'm curious to see what Twitter is saying right now.
While this is happening, we're running out of oil. For the first time since 1982, strategic petroleum reserve has fallen below 290 million barrels. We have 45 days worth of oil in existing reserves right now. That's our oil stocks in America. We only have 45 days worth. We're a country that has like a massive energy deficit right now. You're now talking about the Treasury Department buying bonds. They're using cash to buy back debt. We're borrowing now to buy debt from the future. And it's in the middle of this crunch ahead of the midterms, which are still 2 months away, that we're saying, yeah, you know, eventually we're going to do something with China. And so it's like we've been talking about all along, the most important function in the conflict is time. Had all of this been fleshed out at the very beginning, this might have been the right approach. If you rewind to February 2026 and the initial strike on Iran doesn't work, we bomb them really heavily for 6 weeks, it doesn't compel them to come to the table. If back in April, at that point, we dealt in China and we blockaded the Persian Gulf, and maybe we even extended that to the Caspian Sea. If we had a really serious plan to quarantine their economy in the event that military intervention didn't work, maybe if we had done it back then, it would have been working by now. If Iran had been under a truly maximum pressure economic regime, if we had made some kind of effort to get China on board before we launched the war, or maybe NATO or other allies in Asia, if we had a plan B, in other words, back then maybe 4 or 5 months of maximum pressure would have compelled Iran to negotiate. But not now. Not now, we're cooked. We have effectively surrendered militarily. We have scuttled all the bases in the Middle East. We've given them the Strait of Hormuz. They have it. We stopped striking them because they were hurting us more than we were hurting them. And only now at this late hour are we talking about considering timelines in the future when we might confront China about getting them to help us with Iran. Turkey's not on board. Iraq is not on board. The Gulf countries are barely on board. NATO's not on board. And now we think we're going to bully China into helping us with Iran. Why would they? While this is happening,
Nick is literally talking about saying the exact same thing I have been saying for weeks. Interesting. This is what I've been talking about, guys. could be a news event. This is Iran potentially communicating. Honestly, dude, not a bad trade. Let's take this. I'm gonna call this as a signal. Fuck it. It's not that bad of a trade. Small risk, high reward. Fill up the gap here. I'm buying oil. I'm gonna wait till 10 a.m. and I'm gonna buy oil. Let's look at gold. Wow, gold just hit a major area that I talked about as well. Mitigated. Damn. This is the problem. This just hit the area that I spoke about last week. Gold's been on this parabolic run. A big pullback needs to come. Question is, where will it come? I called buys in this zone here. Oh, shit. This looks ugly. This still is a buy zone here. But wait till 10 a.m. because there's going to be two areas that we're going to probably buy. First area will be here. The intraday, the one that I usually use for trending, is very bearish. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Even now, like, what I see is sells coming into this zone. Probably some slight mitigation here. If I want to get into some serious buys, I'm looking at, this has already been mitigated. I'm looking at this area. Serious buys to that area. We might mitigate off this area. Wipe liquidity to this low here with gold and run. But I do want to see a decent pullback first before we move to the upside. I really do want to see that. From last week on Thursday, I called sells around this zone. I haven't traded CAD since. Based on Dixie, USD CAD's probably going to be bearish here soon. So I'm not going to touch CAD right now. I'm not going to touch USD JPY. Haven't touched GU in forever. It's all good. Let me look at this here. Total cryptocurrency market cap. Interesting. We haven't broken structure yet, so it's still technically. As much as people think crypto's bad, crypto is still bearish. This might be a really, really good sell. We haven't broken structure. Yeah, we haven't broken any structure for crypto. So what do I mean by that? Like, you have pullback, impulse move, correction, pullback, right? Impulse, correction. You could have one more impulse to the downside. This is just this could be the correction. Unless we break structure here, crypto is not bullish here. It's technically not. This might be a great sell. All right, guys, I gave y'all some trade ideas here. I might even call this sell here for crypto. We have nothing to lose really. This section and this section most likely. Look at the reaction, guys. So I'll stay connected with you guys, okay? But let's look at the reaction here. News is gonna come out in 15 minutes at 10 a.m. I would definitely recommend at 9:55 to execute some trades here. But other than that, I would wait until 10 a.m. I do see gold probably selling off, I'm not gonna lie. Again, SPX and more of the indices to sell off and then run. Gold today, I do see kind of selling off, to be honest, and then running. Oil, I'm gonna start buying at 10 a.m. USD CAD, I'm not really doing anything, so this is a summary. I'm holding off on some Forex pairs just for now. Bitcoin, I'm going to start looking for more shorts. BTC is a sell for sure. I'm going to start scaling sells. So looking for buys on indices, pullback, sell off on gold, and then a buy on oil. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all.